mismo vienes. Faltan 5 minutos para aquí, para la entrevista. La entrevista con Ronny Merecedes. Finalist contender del show Telemundo, La Voz, local vocalist, two-time Latin Billboard and Grammy nominee with the bachata Voz a Voz, singer, actor, and songwriter, has toured Asia, Europe, Mexico, Central and South America, Hawaii, and Alaska. And let me tell you something. He is fluent in English, Spanish, and Italian. Stop the madness. He's a madhouse. He's a madhouse. Stop the madness. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together and let's welcome him to the show.
It's the audience cheering for me.
Stop the madness. Stop the madness. Oye, ¿cómo tú estás, brother?
Bro, jet lag. Aquí, trying to get back to this time zone. I was out in Japan. I had a few dates out there, concert tour, poniéndolo a los japoneses a bachatear. Yep.
Yo, stop the madness. Well, before we get started with this amazing entrevista with you, Ronny, first of all, ¿cómo tú estás y cómo está la familia?
Bendito Dios, gracias a Dios, todo bien. Alive, we're all happy to be here. I know
Amen.
that it's a little cliche to say it now, but every day I think about that, coming out of the pandemic and just seeing, a lot of people come and go. It just puts things into perspective. So I'm just so blessed that we are here, we're okay, we're alive, and we're doing what we love to do. So I'm just so happy. I'm so happy to be here, man.
Man, amen. Stop the madness. All right, so I'm going to deep dive into this en esta entrevista porque hay unas cuantas preguntas que yo tengo que saber el pensamiento tuyo. Vamos a ver. Durante el tiempo que estaba con La Voz, right? This is when 2019, right? And matter of fact, this before the pandemic, bro. This is madness.
Yep.
And so you were singing, okay? And then you had, you got Wisin, Luis Fonsi, you got Carlos Vives, and you also got Alejandra Guzman, right? All lined up, all in a row. You singing it, you throwing down, you putting, a madness voice to what's, forget about it, bro.
Thank you.
And Wisin, Luis, y Vives turned around.
Yes, they did.
Right?
Yep.
So, I'm like, all right, so I'm looking at my watch. Okay, time is counting. Alejandra has now turned around. She has not turned around. I said, but and they're focusing on Wisin, right? And they're focusing on Luis, and they're talking to each other, looking at each other. What's going on? They look, because I think they look in between each other, and time is going. Bro, at one point in time, I know you was busy singing, but that had to play a role in your mind as you're trying to sing. And
oh my God,
bro! Talk to me.
First of all, the thing is, for me, it wasn't even. Respectfully, it wasn't even lo que estaba en el palco. Like it was like I respectfully, I think that everyone's an amazing artist and artists that I've looked up to for so many years. But it was more about. I need to get in the show. I need at least one of those chairs to turn. So once the chair turned, I was like, do not relax. Like, all this is happening in my head. Don't relax. Don't forget the lyrics. Because aside from you getting into the show, you need to make a good impression because this is going on YouTube.
I know. Not only on YouTube. The world is
watching right now.
The world, brother.
Que Dios no quiere y no se te salga ni un gallo. And may you not mess up the words to this amazing song, Lágrimas, which is originalmente, it's a song that for years we've heard it so many times, and they gave me the bachata version como le hicieron Aventura. So I felt like a lot of weight on my shoulder. And so when I did the song, for me, for example, singing in front of an audience has never been nerve-wracking since I was a kid. But lyrics, like, always remember, like, I stumble on lyrics. And so, thank God I didn't stumble on lyrics, but that was my whole thing. I was like, all right, this is your lighting. This is where they said, stay in your frame. This is your camera. Remember this. Remember that. I can't hear myself. Crap. Okay, now it's too loud. Because we also didn't, for the first shows, I didn't have any in-ears. So all this is going on through my head. So when the first chair turned, I remember I felt like that. And you can see it in my face and my eyes. I was like, Oh, okay, satisfied. The
And that
relief,
was
moment of
Luis.
relief. You're in
Yeah.
the show. But wait, no, 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 don't lose focus. The lyrics, the lyrics, the lyrics. What comes next? Oh my gosh, it was just so much happening. And so at the end, when the three of them turn, Alejandra, this is the part that they actually cut from the show. So she said, "Es que tienes una voz tan bonita y tan aguda que yo no sabía si era hombre o mujer que estaba cantando. And I already have a lot of girls on my team, so I didn't want to take the risk."
Yo,
But that's a good thing.
stop
That's a
the
good thing. Don't be
madness.
offended.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a
yeah,
good thing. It's
yeah.
because you have range, but I just didn't know whether I was listening to a girl or a guy, which
Uh-huh.
was hilarious. And, they kind of all agreed on that. And so I was like, thanks, I think. But
Stop the
but
madness,
it was
bro.
but it happens so fast, and once it's done, it's like, okay, now I can do it. Now I can do it the way I rehearsed it.
Stop the
Because I mean, no
madness.
matter what, it is nerve wracking. It is nerve wracking, but it's not even because of the coaches that are there. It's
Yeah.
more because you have this much time to show the world what you have, and it will either make you or break you. Those shows are no joke because people are not forgiving, and they will not forget if you mess up. So
That is
that's
true.
what was going on in my head the whole time. The
Stop
whole
the
time. And
bro.
still trying to
Stop
say, keep
the
your composure,
madness.
keep your composure.
Yeah, because you got the view of millions of people mirándote. Y tú sabes que la gente le gustan criticar primero antes de darle el apoyo. Mira, tú hiciste bien. No, te van a criticar primero. You know?
Oh, see.
Stop the
And I
madness,
received a
bro.
lot of stuff. I received mostly. I did receive a lot of love from the people.
Nice,
But
nice.
just like random things. For example, so I'm half Honduran, half Dominican, right? And so, in the pre-recorded part, which is where they say where you come from, I say, "Me llamo Ronny Merecedes, soy mitad hondureño, mitad dominicano, y soy de Bronx, New York," right?
Uh-huh.
So that already came out. But what comes out on YouTube is just the blind audition and what follows. So I think it was Luis who says, ¿De dónde vienes? ¿A dónde nos visita? And I said, Bronx, New York. ¿Pa qué fue? So I started getting a whole bunch of, you see, he's ashamed of saying he's Dominican. He's ashamed of saying he's Honduran. I'm like, no, he
man,
asked me where I'm
stop
coming
the
from. Bronx,
madness.
New
Yeah,
York.
yeah. Whoa, it's
But
madness,
no matter
bro.
what, people will always say something. You know what I mean? But
Siempre,
for the
bro,
most part,
siempre.
for the most part, I did get so much love and support from the people. Still to this day, to the point where I go overseas and they're like, we were watching it, and so some places actually got Telemundo out there, and other places just kept following through YouTube or through the actual Telemundo page, which was awesome. You just don't know who's going to see you, and from what angle of the world,
Yeah.
So it's definitely a blessing, man. But that was my experience.
Yo,
that first
stop
time
them. I was like, man, I was thinking as I'm watching it, I was like, what could be going through his mind?
Oh my gosh, so much,
Stop
so
the
much,
madness.
and you only have a minute and a half to give your best. And in the beginning, I said to myself, because it's a contest, it's a contest that showcases vocals. So I remember that I kept saying to the music director, who's David Cabrera. He's also Ricky Martin's arranger and the Billboards and the Grammys.
Nice,
a really big guy.
So you had
And,
you really had to put on a good show because there were people there.
Exactly. Because it's like everyone is watching
Stop
it.
the
Like
madness.
everyone is watching it.
Yeah.
And so, so he was telling me, he was like, "Hey, so do you like the song?" I was like, "Well, first of all, I come from bachata." But at the same time, it's like, I was thinking because it's a singing contest. I thought I would have like a something that shows more vocal range, something like Juan Gabriel or Vicente Fernandez or Luis Miguel. He goes, and the only thing he said was, "How would Usher do this song?" And I was like, "Gotcha."
Stop.
So when I got the okay to make it R&B, forget it. I loved it. I fell in love with it, and now looking back, it's I'm definitely satisfied with it.
I'm curious. I mean, so what made you think about getting on the show? What was it something that you've been planning, or somebody? Hey, I think you'd be good to get on the show. What was that point?
Well, the thing is, so I was 10 years in the group Voz a Voz, which we were modestly speaking, we were nominated to 2 Billboards and a Grammy. And we travel the world and all that stuff. And so when I finally decided to take my career as a solo artist, I said to myself, what would be a great way to come in con el pie derecho, no? And I thought something like La Voz or The Voice or anything that has pretty much that puts you in front of millions of people.
Yes.
From the very beginning is a good way to start to start from zero again.
Yeah, that's a good idea right there. Yeah.
And so that's, as soon as I was open to it, the opportunity fell on my lap, and that's how God, the universe works. So you have to be open to it. You just have to be open, pray about it, and trust the voice, trust God.
That is what's up. So okay, so you was touring. Where did you come from? Your last tour?
So I just got back from Japan,
Man,
which was
stop the
amazing.
madness.
It's my 5th time out there. And every time I go, the first few times have been with Fosa Voz, and now as a solo artist, it just keeps growing. We were able to sell some merch, and and the people are, they just support. Like it's beautiful because over here, you go and you sing, and yes, the cameras are out and people are recording you, but they're all dancing, And over there, it's like they go see the show. And they're amazing bachata dancers, bachata, salsa, kizomba dancers, and amazing. However, I remember I came out, and like they're sitting down. They're sitting down with their, like kids in kinder, and I'm singing the song, and all their phones are out, and they're just recording. And there had to be a moment where I was like, you guys, it's okay to dance.
Stop the madness.
Like, okay. And after that, they started all dancing. Y te bailan una bachata bien linda, bien sofisticada, bien bonito. Because they take courses and they do these amazing bachata festivals overseas. And bachata's been my ticket to the world. I grew up singing a lot of R&B, a lot of pop ballads. Loved mariachi as a kid. I'm also trained in opera.
Yeah, bro.
But,
I mean, English
is actually how I'm hired.
Your madness, bro. I'm gonna tell you your madness because you sing in bro. I saw a video. Hebrew.
Oh my God.
French. Italian. Latin. English. Bro, you're madhouse, bro. You're straight up your madhouse. And I'm gonna tell you something. One of my favorite Italian singers is Andrea Bocelli, and
Andrea
that
Bocelli,
song, bro, that you got,
too.
that you sang, bro. Now I hate to put you on the spot. Ronny, I'm sorry, bro, but I had to do it, man. Yo, sing the Hebrew one, bro.
Oh wow! Okay,
bro, hit us. Hit us with that, man.
And it's actually my favorite Hebrew song. I've had to do a lot for a bunch of private events whenever there's like a Jewish function. Or,
Stop the madness, bro.
Aside from that, one of my best friends is Israeli, and she was actually my backup dancer and choreographer for many years, and so I remember we were having dinner, and she played this song, or it was just playing in the background. And I was like, what song is that, and how can I learn it? So she has to, like, translate it, and so it goes like this. It's called José Valea. And it goes, Kol hazman ani choshev alea, alea, umenase להתקבל. איך היא חודרת לתוכי בעיניה, עיניה, ומנסה להתקבל.
Stop the madness. Bro, stop the madness. Wow. Okay, listen. Okay, you got it, man. Okay, vamos, espérate. Vamos, hay que hacer esto. Vamos a darle su aplauso, mi gente. Hay que darle su aplauso porque se lo merece bien. Okay, so you got Hebrew. Now I'm bugging out, bro. I mean Italian. We could say Italian is a little bit como español. I was stationed back in my days when I was in the military. Yo estaba en Italia por 3 años.
Part?
Huh?
What part?
I was in Vicenza.
Oh,
bro,
my God.
Beautiful city, bro. Beautiful city,
it really
man.
is.
Have you been
to
Italy?
My wife's Italian, so that's why I speak it fluently.
Stop the madness. So have you been there?
Woo! Many times on tour and many times also on vacation. Her family,
¿En qué parte?
They have a house out there. Lecce, which is all the way in the south, de la Puglia, Salento.
Yeah? Oh, okay. Because I think I've been to Naples, y también where they had ¿cómo se dice? The volcano.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, se me olvidó el nombre.
Isn't that Sicilia?
Stop the madness, bro. Stop the madness. All right, so now French. Come on, bro.
French. Oh my God.
I'm curious. Where you? Okay, Hebrew, so French.
So French because with Bossa Voz I did go to France a few times, also, as a soloist, like I've been going there every time that I go to Europe to do a concert tour. I never just stay in one country. So once they know I'm there, everyone starts saying, "Hey, how long are you going to be there? And what dates can you give me?" So
Uh-huh.
everything from Italy to Spain to Germany to Holland, y obviamente Francia. They always I'm always getting hired out there, and of course again it's because the bachata community is humongous out there.
Right.
So what I love to do is that I don't just like anytime I go out there I like to learn about the culture. I like to listen to the music. I don't like just to go to a restaurant that's familiar. Like I want to go listen to French music. I want to eat that French baguette. You know what I mean?
I hear you, bro.
And so anytime I hear a song that I like, then I'll start learning it and.
Uh-huh.
And I love Paris. I definitely love Paris.
Yeah,
Not only for the shopping, but also for the history.
Stop them. And I'm laughing because you're talking about France, right? And I'm gonna ask you, have you ever ordered steak?
No.
Okay.
No, I never ordered steak out there.
So
I did have escargot.
Because my wife, because she's a 20-year veteran from the Air Force. And estábamos juntos allá cuando ella vino conmigo cuando estaba estacionado allá. Entonces ella se fue para Francia con su tía. Y su tía ordenó un steak, brother. Okay, un steak. Y yo creo que, no sabiendo que el steak allá es súper diferente que aquí en los Estados Unidos. Bro, that was a stop the madness for them, bro. It wasn't a steak.
I always get chicken. Regardless, I always get poulet.
Yeah.
I always get chicken. But no, what's the steak story?
The what?
What happened with her steak?
That's it. It was a como carne molida.
No.
It was carne molida, bro. And I'm gonna tell you something because I used to work in NATO, but la carne molida se come allá cru. The Europeans like the Dutch, the Germans, they eat that raw, bro. So that's what they gave her was a steak, but it was carne molida raw. Stop the madness, bro. Yo, it was crazy, bro. It was crazy.
Protein and iron. That's a good iron source.
So listen, so how long you been working with Henry Santos and trying to come up with a song together? How did it come about?
So this is the beautiful thing. So and that's the reason why I wanted to do The Voice. I didn't want to do La Voz because I wanted to win it. Honestly, I swear to you, that wasn't my intention. My intention was to build momentum, exposure, new fans, and just basically gain access to another world that I didn't have. And so part of that, of being seen, was exactly that. So when I did Lágrimas, and then I said something about que la música, I feel like it's great that Latinos are on the rise at an international rate. However, what's happening to our lyrics, what's happening to the things that we're known for, the Latin lovers, ¿dónde está el romanticismo?
Mm-hmm.
And we're forgetting that los jóvenes, they don't feel comfortable being caballeros anymore, and girls don't believe in their happy endings anymore, their Prince Charmings anymore, and I think that the music industry has a lot to do with that, the lyrics, the type of music that our kids are listening to. So I just want to add back to the romantic side,
Nice.
And Henry ended up reposting that.
Uh-huh.
So not only did he repost my blind audition, but what stood out to him was what I said. And so what happens is when he tags me on it, aside from starting to build a bunch of his followers and Aventura followers and Henry Santos followers, and it just starts. I just see my Instagram going up and up and up and up and up and up. I hit him up. I send him a message, and because he's already tagged me on it, there's a message thread. So he sees it, and I said, "Hey, bro, I just want to say it's an honor. The reason why I even know Lágrimas to begin with is because I know the version that you guys did."
Mm-hmm.
And he says, "Well, dude, honestly, I think you're amazing, and I want you to know you have, aside from a colleague and a friend here, now you have another fan." And I was like, "Oh, wow, that means a lot to me. Thank you."
You ain't lying.
So
Stop the madness.
After the show's done, hit me up, and he sends me his number. And so from that, he wanted to basically guide me through the music industry, what is it that I want to do, and pretty much be like my guru in all this.
Right.
And he's been tremenda ayuda,
Mentor,
tanto
yeah, of course.
como amigo. Como hermano, ahora I consider him one of my closest friends now. We speak all the time. We hang out all the time. Anytime I'm in
Stop
Miami, or
the
anytime
madness.
that he comes out
Nice.
here. Um, and so uh, and so he says, when you get out the show, maybe we can talk about doing a song together. But I'm thinking, he's just being polite. But no, he's being serious. So when I came out with my first single
Uh-huh.
in 2020, I came out with my first single as a soloist called Mi Botella. And I did the promo tour. We did the morning shows and all that stuff in Miami. And I let him know, like, hey, bro, I'm here. So he's like, hey, come over. I live in this spot. So we had lunch. Him, me, his wife, and his kid. And then we just start. He takes out the guitar. He goes, let's. So about that song we want to do together. And I said, bueno, tengo una idea de una canción que se llama Brindemos por Ellas. I left the verses for the other male singer, whoever's going to do it, open, so like that they can write to it. These are my parts. This is the melody or whatever. So he ends up writing an amazing part to it as well. And so the verses that he's singing on, so basically we did the song together pretty
Right.
much. And next thing you know, we have a single, and
Bro,
we ended up
that's
doing the video
amazing.
in Florida as well. And then now anytime that she goes on tour or whatever, and if I'm around, he'll always ask me to go up and sing it, and so it's cool. It's definitely
That
awesome
I could,
to
dude.
vibe with him musically.
I could just imagine the feeling, bro. And con la carrera, because it's in this industry, in the music industry, it's very challenging, man. And definitely what you did, a lot of people could now take that into consideration. Going to a show like the La Voz and performing in front of millions of people. Giving you an amazing platform right from the start. As long as you stay within your limits of your talent, but because you got you got a madness talent, bro, and I have to say it. Y yo creo que una de las canciones más favoritas mía, brother, I have to say, Leave the Door Open.
Leave the door open.
Bro, stop the madness. Mira, espérate un momento, que yo lo voy a poner un poquito aquí para que la gente escuche para que escuchen un poquito para que escuchen este. Bro, this is madness, bro. Oh, man. Para que escuchen un momento.
Say baby, say baby. ¿Qué tú haces? ¿Dónde estás? Ya tienes plan. Don't sit down. Estoy solito, pensando en ti, con un motivo.
Yo, Ronny, stop the madness, bro. Stop the madness. Yo, that is a mad. Yo, because I mean, the original song, I love that original song, bro. But
Yeah, me too.
bro, when I saw this and I heard this, I'm like, yo, stop the madness. I couldn't believe it, man.
No, thank you, man. So that's the thing, is that, like, if you ask me what's my sound, and I can always say, like, if you can mix Aventura with Prince Royce and Sin Banderas with a little bit of Luis Miguel or Juan Gabriel in there, that'll be me.
Right.
A little
That's
bit of
nice.
Stevie Wonder as well.
Stop the madness.
Being a New York artist, I grew up on R&B. I grew up on Michael Jackson. I grew up on a whole bunch of other styles, everything from gospel to jazz to salsa to mariachi to reggaeton to, I mean, you name it, to classical. And so, that's pretty much what I felt like songs like Leave the Door Open allow me to do, where it's like you can take an R&B pop song and make it bachata.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much the colors that I wanted to give it. Of course, respecting one of my favorite artists, Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars is one of my top artists. I think he's extremely talented, and I look up to him in so many ways. And so this song was presented to me by a producer in Chile named Dave Aguilar, and he's just brilliant. And he says, "Hey, I think you would rock this song." And so I said, "Do you mind if, because it's already a duet, Silk Sonic and Bruno Mars, do you mind if I bring one of my best friends who is actually a singer, a multi-Grammy winner? He's another brother of mine, Lorenzo Mendez, who's also the lead or ex vocalista de la original Banda Limón in Mexico. So, he also grew up on like a bunch of R&B. And so I said, it's a different genre for him, but I know he's gonna rock it, and so that's who we did the duet with.
Nice.
And I think it came out great, to the point where we were both invited to open up for last year's Super Bowl for the Spanish telecast with the song "Leave the Door Open," which is amazing, which is so much fun to do.
It is a beautiful song. It is a beautiful. Hey, so vamos a hablar. How's Tony doing, bro?
Tony de la Bora. Man. Oh, I want to give Tony a big shout out, huge shout out. He's doing fantastic. I love him, man. You know what's so funny? I've known Tony for years, way before Voz a Voz, way before La Voz, way before everything.
Stop the man, that long?
Oh my gosh, yeah, he was doing events here in New York City, and and I was one of the talents that he would put up on stage, and para la parada puertorriqueña, los festivales del carnaval y todo.
Nice.
And we've been friends for a very long time, and so what's interesting is that my dad, Dario Merecedes, who's also he's the bass player for Grupo Fuego, Orquesta Fuego de Salsa.
Wait a minute.
And Tony dad, manages them, so it's just a small world,
Your dad is who?
Dario Merecedes. Él es el bajista.
Yeah. Stop the Orquesta Fuego. Stop the madness.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo,
so it's just amazing how how God just reconnects you.
Yeah.
It's like, wait a minute, Ronny Merecedes. I know Ronny. I know Ronny.
Stop though, man. I'm gonna tell you something. So, I love Tony, bro. That's my it's my homeboy.
Too,
good guy.
Dios lo bendiga.
I love when he posts stuff about the music business, man, and I think that educates people in this business, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Tony's awesome, man. Big shout out to Tony.
And
big shout out to my dad if he's listening.
Definitely. Stop the madness. Yeah, we had the Orquesta Fuego here in not really the whole group, it's just a couple of the players in Orquesta Fuego here in Richmond, Virginia, man. They're off the chain, so bro. They're just ridiculous.
They're so good.
They're madness. It's candela, bro. Stop the madness.
Llámelo bombero.
Stop okay, so what's the what's new? What's going on? What's gonna be new for you moving forward in your recordings? Because what's the one song that you have right now that you want it to be known out there?
Well, I would definitely love Leave the Door Open to get a little more, always more exposure. So there's that one, and there's also Te Esperaba, which is a song originally by Carlos Rivera, versión bachata, same producer, Dave Aguilar, and of course yours truly, Ronny Merecedes, singing on it. And those are the two songs that I think right now represent exactly what I'm trying to do in bachata. Not just give people something to dance to, but also good listening music. Not only because of the professional work that's behind it, but also because of the lyrics, because of what it says. Like Desperaba is just a beautiful song that I think you can dedicate to anyone, your partner, your significant other, for a wedding, your first dance.
Nice. Stop.
And aside from that, I've just been recording. I've been recording a lot of music. About to come out with some Spanglish stuff, some Spanish stuff, some more bachata, and also mess around a little bit of R&B, a little bit of Afro fusion, a little bit of Afro pop. So a little bit para todos gustos.
Yeah. Stop the man. That is also all right. So before, listen, I only got 5 more minutes with you. So one thing I want to ask before, what's your next tour? And how can people look forward to seeing you on your next tour? Where you gonna be at?
Well, now I'm gonna be. So you can follow me at Ronny Merecedes Music, RONNY MERCEDES Music, on Instagram and all social media, and you can find my music same way, Ronny Merecedes, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, so on and so forth. And that's pretty much where I'm going to be posting, where I'm going to be next. Right now, I'm going to be having a few shows here in the United States. I will be going back to Hawaii, if not in the fall, then early next year, as well as Japan again, Alaska, Central South America, and again the Europe tour. So I'm heading out to Europe again, and now in the summer. Officially just got the confirmation yesterday, which is great. And just gonna be gigging here in the States, heading out to Virginia soon. I'll let you know about that. I believe August 3rd I'll be out in Virginia.
Well, yeah. Oh man, so stop the man.
I'd love to have you there.
That's what's up. Listen, one thing. Okay, so give us, the audience, the listeners here, porque estamos aquí en Fast Track Bravo, viene siendo Facebook, y también en la emisora 96.9, 1340 AM. Give us a Stop the Madness episode that you could be like, wow, I can't believe this happened to me. Stop the madness.
Wait, repite.
So, a Stop the Madness episode que viene siendo, you can't believe that this happened to you, that you're like, wow, and then you could say, Stop the Madness. Like something that happened to you on stage, on tour, or in the studio.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh.
Stop the Madness.
This Stop the Madness. This is where I let me see. What happened? There's a few things.
Give us a good one that we could
that
just
have
laugh
happened to me.
it off, yeah.
Well, I definitely had a few. It happens, you do have like those pobrecita Alicia Keys moments, where you can rehearse it so well, and then something else happens based on you being tired or whatever, forgetting lyrics. Just recently that happened to me, where I was just like, it's a song that I always do, and I remember I just looked at the audience like, what's the verse to this song? And they had to sing it back to me, and that's where I was like, Stop the Madness. Stop the Madness. I sing this song all the time. And this just happened to me in Japan, actually. And they sang it back to me, which is fantastic.
You see, that's awesome, bro. That's a Stop the Madness episode right there, brother.
That's a Stop the Madness moment right there.
Well, listen, Ronny, it's time to let you go. Mille de gracias. Thank you so much for this great opportunity that you've given us here in the Stop the Madness Latino show for this amazing interview. Listen, best of luck. God bless.
Thank you.
Best of journey, my brother. And I would love if you're ever here in Virginia, man, hit me up, and then we could get together and we could do another Madness episode that you might have again, porque los episodios están, bro, hay que dejarle a la gente saber que los artistas no solamente, they're human beings. You guys are human beings, bro. You know what I'm saying? Things do happen. Stop the madness.
Oh, things do happen. Things definitely do happen. I'm really, well, first of all, thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much for the time. Pero más que todo, muchas gracias por el apoyo. Thank you so much for going into my process, fully going into the videos and YouTube. Like, all those little details, believe it or not, they mean the world to me. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much, Tony. And Stop the Madness, you guys. God bless you. Aquí me tienen para cualquier cosa que ocupen.
Amen.
And I hope to see you guys in the summer.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bueno, mira, Mr. Merecedes, mille de gracias. Cuídate mucho and have a beautiful, beautiful life, bro, because you got an amazing voice. And I'm very grateful, and thank you so much for the honor, brother.
Thank you, brother. God bless you, man. Thank you, Willie.
Okay, cuídate.
Chao.
Llevo un tiempecito mirándote desde lejos.